you realize that from 2007 up to now, the issues are still the same. The issues that people are talking about every election and every time is the same issues. Job creation, madawa kwa hospitali, barabara, stima. But every time, what do? We postpone the agitation and create a false sense of stability and peace. Through dialogues. Then there is some quiet in the country. Then when the election happens, those issues re-emerge. Then through dialogues again, we postpone the agitation for 5 years. The same issues re-emerge. I have been saying that if we are not careful, there will come a time where the eruption of these issues will be so bad that we will not be able to contain. You know, most of the people being recruited kwa jeshi sai, they are not the same as the ones who are retiring. The perception of how life is, even in the military, is different. You know, the leadership, the generals are older people of about 50 years and above. But the captains are the young people. And if we are not going to be careful in how we run this country, we could wake up one day and this country is not the same. Like what happened in Burkina Faso. A bloodless coup, like what Muammar Gaddafi did. Muammar Gaddafi did not overthrow the country when he was even 27 years, I think so. A young captain, you see breaking news, you see the president kneeling down here, the CDF kneeling down here, and the other generals, Army, Navy, and Air Force, kneeling down. And the young clique of military men and women are behind them. And they take over the country. They say, kama wewe ni mwanasiasa, sijui wewe ni senator, wewe ni polisi, nyumbani. Every police station is now manned by military. And because something I like in the young people that we have today, they are not greedy. They just have a problem with how the country is being run. So that could happen, and you see the person who has taken over now, it could be a very junior military person, say that in 3 months' time we will announce the election. And if you have served in any capacity in the previous governments, you are not eligible to run. We could go there. It looks like a movie. But the way we are handling things, that could happen. Oi, dialogue.
Thank you very much, gentlemen. That was a very, very nice.
If it's in the best interest of the country, what were the issues in 2007 that led to mass killing of the Kenyan people? Did we deal with those issues? We did not. They re-emerged in 2013 after 5 years.
Yeah.
People fought again. Did we deal with the issues? No. We swept them under the carpet. They re-emerged in 2017. We had a nullification of election. Baba Raila Odinga said he cannot go back to an election with an IEBC led by Chebukati. But he agreed to go to an election 2022 with an IEBC led by Chebukati. So what happened in 2017? Did we deal with the issues in 2017? No, we did not. It re-emerged again in 2022. The same issues we've not dealt with. We are talking about issues. We want to profile tribes that there are no issues, it's just this tribe that is against the people. We are sweeping them under the carpet. And one day I want to tell you that if the leadership is not very careful, we will have to remove the whole carpet in this room called Kenya and clean it.
When is that day?
I don't know. You know, God gave the leadership of this country a glimpse of what can happen if Kenyans decide to take matters in their own hands. It happened on June 25th last year. But they did not learn. They are still behaving the same way. It was just a small glimpse, then akafunga macho. They should have learned from that experience that Kenyans can decide one day to turn things upside down. They didn't. They squandered that chance. Today, they are telling us in our face that there is nothing we can do. We tried, they managed us, they can still manage us again. I can promise them that there is silence before the storm. They have a chance to make sure that the storm doesn't happen. But if they continue with the way they are doing things, everyone is not safe. They keep talking about peace and patriotism to the country.
Yeah.
Are they showing patriotism? How are you patriotic to a country when you want to finish everything that benefits the people? When education sector fails, who gets affected? It's the people.
Yeah.
The leadership has money to take their children, to fly their children overseas. When health fails, public health sector has failed. Who gets affected? It's the people. Because for them, they afford the best medicine around the world. So, who is going to demand for accountability? It's these people. And it is very hard to control a people-led revolution. They think they are very smart. When I realize that when I use smartness, you are better placed to beat me, I will not use it. I will use foolishness. You saw how ministers in Nepal had a rough day the other day.
Yeah.
They were forced to swim when they only swimming in swimming pools filled with mineral water. They had to swim. And I could see Kenyan bloggers paid by government condemning that action, that, young people in Nepal have banned their country, they will soon realize that it's better bad government than a no government at all. The Genzs of Nepal woke up the following day to clean the streets and appointed one person to be the leader of the country. Hapa Kenya unaulizwa Ruto anaenda halafu. Nepal is not very far away from here.
Well, it is quite far.
It's not very far.
It is. But do you think then Kenya is ripe for a revolution?
Every time we talk about politics, the word revolution doesn't miss. That's a sign that we could be ripe for a revolution.
Or else, what defines a revolution also?
The thing people are fighting for is that they are not seeing the fruits of their labor. You work so hard.
Yeah.
You get, but what you get cannot be enough to sustain your life. You see someone there who does not work as hard, he has more than enough. When you are struggling to pay rent, some people have enough money to plant skyscrapers like seeds. It captures the attention of the people. That what are we doing wrong that those ones are doing right? How comes they have a lot of money, but we don't have? Such questions are dangerous. When you live in a country where 22 million people cannot afford a meal, they wake up every day thinking about what they are going to eat next. When those people decide that you, the leadership, are the ones responsible for our misfortunes, what do? So when we talk about the country being led the right way, we are talking in the interest of everyone, both the leader and the people. Make sure that the people have something, so that when you imagine burning Nairobi and you have 2 stalls of second-hand clothes, you take some steps back, because you have something you are going to lose when Nairobi burns.
Yeah.
What if you don't have anything in Nairobi? You don't have anything to lose apart from your miserable life. So how can someone convince you about peace and stability? Can you be stable when you can't afford school fees for your children? You're not. So what other stability are you talking about? So the leadership must understand that the people, the biggest issue is because the resources are not getting to where they are supposed to be.
Okay.
And that's the biggest issue.
And that's the
Niko kazi wanachapati ni 10 bob baba, ni shilingi 10 peke yake.
10 bob na umeregister kama voter.
Voter. Hiyo bado sijali.
Ngoja nini? Enda register kama voter huko.
BBC leo tunawaletea habari kuhusu launching ya boobs za Vera Saidika, na wanaume wamejaa kuliko wanawake katika ile venue.
Sasa Genz mna report hizi nini? Uko na kura?
La hasha.
Na mna report hizi nini? Genz chukua kura, time ya maandamano mlitokea ati sijui 1 term 2 term. Hizi vitu enda chukua kura saa hii, cameraman enda chukua kura.
Wacha tu hiyo. Wacha nikupige 2 term sasa. Wacha hii sana.
Genz mnatoa vita ya kucheza pool na mna vote. Enda chukua kura. Very nice. Sawa, nimekumiss bana. Genz mbona mnaibia Genz mwenzenu? Mpesi yake. Mregister kama voters. Enda mregister, enda mpige kura. Very nice.
Ile siku ni leo. Come with me as I propose to my mpoa. Come.
Mahari nini? Unaoa nini? Umechukua kura? Enda chukua voters card kwanza. Very nice. Hadi sasa tumerudi force.
Sinakwambia Man U new team. Man U new team.
Man U kitu gani? Umechukua vote. Enda mregister mpige kura. Very nice.
Wacha nijiangalia please, kesho na zamkie nende mjengo.
Uamke mjengo gani? Umechukua vote. Enda chukua vote kwanza. Very nice.
Sikia dino naenda kutafuta kazi, niko na interview sasa.
Genz unaenda kutafuta interview, umechukua kura?
Bado sijachukua.
Enda uchukue kura kwanza. Very nice.
Hi Kenyans, mi sina maneno mingi. All I want to say is Ruto must go like yesterday. Bye.
Ati black chocolate ni fine melanin bana kutoka nikapate. Kanapenda kenye mi wanapenda, so kanapenda toto chupa na haga nono.
Madam na kudai umedunga mini na unapenda mangwai, una dance fit unawacha nikismile, ama niko high jua life nice.
Kono moja mbele ngine yende rembe, pile up yoni.
Enyewe Ruto must go. Enyewe Ruto must go. By the way, Ruto must go. Enyewe Ruto must go. Wash fire, Ruto must go. Enyewe Ruto must go. By the way, Ruto must go.